Is he having audio problems or is it me?
He is. So I was saying, alright, let's do this checklist here. In TK's campaign where I'm Annie, Steven's been raped. In 12's campaign where I'm Onyx, he basically was sodomized. And
Look, these things happen. Okay?
yeah, in the private
Wait,
solid party thing.
What was his character in that one?
It's as statistically unlikely as his roles. Let's say that.
Yeah, it's the
And
one where he's
maybe there's a
wannabe
correlation
Jedi,
there. Even who knew?
Oh yeah.
and he was doing like sex stuff on a dance floor. This is like session 1.
Yeah.
And
He asked me for that as a backstory.
I'm just saying. I'm pulling on a checklist here. And then this one, he's now on the verge of being molested by an old man.
If you ask to be part of an Eyes Wide Shut cult where you're going through the ranks trying to rise through it, what do you expect me to write for you?
Dude, I'm just listing them off. I'm just listing them off.
Yeah, I mean...
He can't catch a break.
Yeah.
I'll point
Every
out
campaign
that
is
like
sexual
the
thing towards Steven.
last year or so, our campaigns have been like way more rapey than they used to be.
This figure is a Grandmeister Pycelle.
Not just yours, not at all. PK's too. And PK's characters.
Well, these...
yeah.
I'm not forcing anyone through some act and then making them and saying like, oh, you enjoyed it, you couldn't help it, you know, like. And I told him that was bullshit, and if I would join his new campaign, like I didn't want any stupid thing like that happening to my character. I told him that straight up. I was like that. I didn't enjoy that, and didn't think that was very good. So like, not only it happens to you, can't do anything about it, but also like you enjoyed it. What? That's crossing the line a little as a DM, I think. But
yeah, that is.
Opinion. I mean, you know, Pycelle doing like the thing from Kung Pao Enter the Fist, like, oh, this is good for both of us, you know, reaching the guy's chest and like rubbing his mortal wound over his nipple. You know, it's like that's similar to what he just did to Steven, something like that. Like it wasn't that lewd, not really.
No, but we know where it was going.
Oh
like,
yeah, if Steven had allowed it, yeah.
Even if Steven had allowed it, I'd probably the rest of us would be like, no, you stop now.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to make this church have a better image.
I mean,
no.
Out of game, this man needs to be taught some kind of lesson for this stuff.
This man needs to be put in a hole. And
well, dig it.
There's somebody else needs to be brought in to head this church.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Baby steps, man. Baby steps. We're getting there.
Now, out of game, before Nut became a drunk, he was trying to be an evangelist. He got molested by those priests, too. This is why he became a drunk. But he was probably the closest thing to someone that was about to take up the cloth and be a good cleric for Pellert. And he got completely disillusioned by the church and turned into a drunk. And this is why this has happened. And that's why he's nicknamed Nut, too. Like, there's a bunch of bad stories that follow him and how many times he was molested by these guys.
What the fuck?
But he kept coming back, though. He was, like, institutionalized. And people, you know, it just... I think maybe now he would rather be known as the drunk. Kind of the old rumors fell aside when everybody started talking about Prince Benji. So now he's fine being the drunk, but that's his complicated backstory. So I mean, he might be someone that could actually be trained up, you know, if he got sober and on his feet and everything.
Yeah, we'd have to know all that in game for that to be the case.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, considering he's just a fucking drunk right now who's puking on the floor.
Mm-hmm. But maybe you get a good sense about him, though. Like
So what I'm
there's that
thinking
that
is,
same kind of potential you might have seen in the Prince and Princess when they were together.
yeah, what I'm thinking is like, so morning comes around or whatever, and the priests that have these apartments and shit, they come and see that the statues are all trashed and whatnot. What do they do? Are they gonna stick around, or are they gonna like flee, kind of shit? That's
You
the
don't
important
know.
part. Because if they end up leaving, then I can put up like a notice saying, "Hey, this temple needs it needs people to basically watch over it, blah blah blah." And we can put in people who will actually, not be shitheads.
It'd be nice if you could go ahead and get the statues put in place to replace the bad ones.
Yeah, but that's all part of the process.
Yeah, but if those could have been done before morning, that would have just been
Yeah, but
that would have been a cherry on top. Well, I mean, I did tell you that the masters of the Masonry Guild were in there having a discussion. You know,
yeah,
the iconography
yeah.
was the problem, and yeah, you could have easily had them come out there with you, maybe. Who knows?
We didn't expect to be renovating the temple.
Well, they're still
Right.
there, actually having a good time.
Well, it's still
not-
at the bar.
Yeah, it's not too late. I mean, it's only not,
Yeah.
but like 20, 25 minutes have passed since you guys ran out.
Shit,
They're still having a they're still having a good time.
It's only been 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, a
Yeah.
lot's happened, but
Yeah.
it was pretty fast. But yeah, they're
So yeah,
they're still there at the tavern.
so yeah. Yeah, I guess we should head back over there, talk to them, see if we can get them a contract on the church's tab.
Good. Well,
Uh-oh.
Steven.
I wonder why. Well, y'all are kind
Actually,
of
I'm
I'm
wondering
wondering how much
anyway.
mithril this fucking church has lying around. Like,
Roll
because
me
he's
an
saying they're
appraise
using
check.
mithril and gold with
Do you have a praise?
all the decoration.
If not, I think it would be a wisdom check.
Possibly.
Is
No,
wisdom
praise
or
is intelligence.
Yeah,
based.
that would make more sense.
I don't have it. But no, I'm thinking about like, oh, if they've got like any extra lying around, maybe we could take that and make some armor and shit. Oh wow, I rolled a 19, so that would be a 21.
You see enough pieces in the crushed up statues right there to make like a chainmail shirt, probably.
Oh fuck yeah, I'm like, hey Grim, I'm gonna borrow this for a bit. Grab this bag of holding for
He hasn't-
rocks
he hasn't got
and
it yet.
boulders.
He hasn't got that yet.
God
You
damn
guys
it, you're
haven't
right.
talked to the king yet.
God damn it, Humphrey.
That's next session tomorrow morning is when you actually you wake up and get summoned to go in front of the king.
Okay. Okay, so
So, I mean,
yeah,
we could still, in
I'll
theory,
section that shit off. So, yeah, we're just gonna set this over here in this corner. And
You
we'll
said
put
there's-
the rock and shit over in that corner.
you said there's still like golden shit in the building, right?
There's gold trim on everything. The pedestals are gold. There's gold trim all over the building and everything. But these statues had like inlaid marble, but instead of marble, it was inlaid mithril.
Because I was figuring we could use some of the shit in here to pay for the remodeling. If they,
Okay,
if they,
so so the statues were mostly made of mithril.
So you know the extended scene from the Lord of the Rings, when they looked down there and he was saying that the fantastic wealth from under the mountain was because they mined mithril, and you see the veins of white mithril all through the black rock. So this is just a big chunk of that turned into a statue. So it's like there's unrefined strips of mithril ore going through these statues, and you've appraised it like you could gather up enough to make a chainmail, make a medium chainmail. But you'd have to, you'd have to do a little work and chip, and dust it all up and put it in a big sack. Take a little while, and you could gather it up.
Yeah.
But then that's the material components for a medium-sized mithril chainmail shirt.
Oh, only a mithril chain shirt?
Yeah. Oh, you want a whole outfit?
I
There is some
was
other
hoping for
mithril
like
in the building itself that has the golden and mithril inlays and the trim and stuff. Like, you'd have to do a bit of deconstruction.
Nah.
Tear the
I'm not
place up.
gonna demolish the building to extract their mithril for this shit.
But yeah, there's enough for a chain shirt.
Okay. Hmm.
Or maybe
I don't know if we have anybody
buckler,
that could really make use of that.
Maybe a large buckler, small shield, medium shirt.
I mean, in the town, probably. In the party, no.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what Zach's
it
stats
could make
are.
an entire chain outfit for a little person. Yeah, you do have 2 small characters. Stewie is going to be a spellcaster. He could actually use mithril chainmail. I know it seems like a waste, but or you could make it for Tisk. Just figure out what you want to do with it. And then you guys you head back to the tavern. Now, do you just make a pile of it and leave it there, or what?
Make a pile of what? The statues?
I suggest
I
suggest we wrap this up with this. One of you stay here, chip, stuff it in a bag, guard it. Do that with your time. The other ones go back and talk the Masonry Guild into creating some statues, and maybe even see if you could give them a bonus of some kind to do it quickly, get it done by morning if they could. Because they just got delivered their new construction golems.
Based?
They just got delivered their new construction golems, and they've been itching to having them do something. It's like they could carve up some statues pretty fast if you just told them what you wanted.
Alright, basically, I think I have it planned out. 2-5 would chip away at the shit that he would want. I'd have Spinal keep an eye on the maester, make sure he doesn't try to molest anybody. I would send Steven, I'd wake his ass up, and I'd send him to the tavern to get the masonry guys to just send them over here so that I could talk to them about doing this.
Just send one over?
To just send, both of them.
Just get them to look at the thing.
Just be like, hey guys, there's people who need to talk to you over at that place. They need a job done ASAP.
Good job, Reggie. Okay. They do come over there. They look at the damage, and they tell you a price, and say you can pay them tomorrow. They know you might not have it on you right now, but they can clear up this mess and make it look like nothing happened, and put the good new statues in its place with their construction golems. They've been wanting to see what all it's capable of, and they think they can do that real fast.
These 2 statues out here, those are going to be Sune. Inside, we got the Peller one there. We're going to have Sune over here, and we're going to have Pizarro over there. I'm just basically saying, here's what we want. Here's how everything's going to look. This place is going to looking very nice on the outside. It's going to look not horrible on the inside. It's going to look. It doesn't need to look extravagant. It needs to look
Nice.
They
nice
say
enough.
he
Nice, but
scratches
not
his
extravagant.
he scratches his chin and says, you let me have all this gold inlay that I'm stripping out, and that'll be payment enough.
Just. Oh, hold on a sec. Just the gold.
Well, I mean,
I'm asking him.
the other stuff is it's not quite as valuable for building materials. I'm not sure why they used it in here. Probably just for looks.
We can do that.
And he's talking
Because
about
2.5
the
only
mithril
wants-
ore.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, I
2.5
want
just
the
wants the
mithril.
mithril.
I mean, yeah.
So are you gonna
Take
hang-
mithril. You got a new foot. Be happy with that.
Yeah. We all need some good armor, motherfucker. Like none of us have. Well, Spinal has good, decent armor. The rest of us, we're just running around with
Clothes
standard
on my back.
bullshit or nothing. Oh,
My scales.
ooh. Actually, the chain shirt idea for Reggie. Because, okay, here's the thing about armor check penalties and armor proficiencies. Normally, if you don't have the proficiency, you suffer the armor's check penalty to basically any physical action you take. The thing about a mithril chain shirt, a chain shirt normally has a -2 penalty.
Yeah.
But mithril reduces the penalty by 2. So, mithril chain shirt has like +40 your AC, and you can enchant it with what the fuck ever you want, and it has absolutely no check penalty. You can wear it if you don't have the proficiency, and there's no penalty.
Hmm.
It's a pretty sizable bit left over. It's about 5 times more than the original chunks that you got out of the statues. So you can make in all 6 medium mithril shirts, or let's say 2 full-size outfits and change.
Okay, well, we can figure that part out later. As far as what we're making out of it. These guys want the gold. I'm cool with giving them the gold to get this place to look how it needs to look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
soon
everybody else?
you see her boom, 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 and these big fucking, very like oval and oblong, almost like what was that movie? Betamax. You know what I'm talking about? Like Furious 5 Betamax. He's a robot that's inflated. He looks like
Oh, you're talking about Big Hero 6.
yes, Big Hero 6. What did I call it? Furious 5? That's from the Panda
Yeah.
movie.
No, they were. No. Yeah, never mind. Furious 5 was Kung Fu Panda. Yeah.
It looks very much like one of those, but a bit larger in the middle. And immediately they, and pulls the metal that's all bent up from the fence, pulls it back into position, and begins assembling the bricks and everything for the gate. And within no time, the gate is back up, and it's made its own mortar somehow magically, and the thing is back up and looks good. And it just begins crushing up the big chunks of statue just basically turning it into powder, and it just blows it away in the wind. Like it completely disintegrates the debris. And there's not even piles of it left over. It's just kind of, yeah, it's magical. It just disintegrates it and cleans it all up. And they start
So
going inside and ripping
I'm going
things
to
out.
assume the rest of my party is cool with giving these guys gold because continuing assuming we're going to get some kind of reward for the princess and prince.
Yeah. Yeah, and shit, we're getting a mithril chain shirt and possibly some leftover out of it for free. Yeah.
Yeah, and these guys wouldn't be doing this at all if the maester weren't sitting there watching. He's not even attempting to stop it. It's like remodeling at midnight, big day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like they've had to do some things like this for the king. It's like get it done before tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they're basically they get done with the interior, and then one of them leaves and comes back with more building materials, and it makes like 6 trips, and the other one is taking them piece by piece, and just quickly, just almost like scooping the hands through, like the big chunks of rock aren't even real, and just easily makes the statues, so you have the 2 out front are both of Sune, and they're facing each other, and
Yeah.
almost like sphinxes, but it's Sune.
Hmm.
The one inside has the big caduceus staff, and the snakes look just like your 2 snakes, like the designs on the skin.
Yes, yes. Oh, shut up, guy. What the fuck are you barking about? Shut up. Fucking dogs.
Fucking dogs.
I mean, unless anybody else has got something else, I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Magnificent. And this is weird because it's like in D&D, like experience-wise, like I was gonna give you the level for the Rat King. I think this is more of an accomplishment. I really do. And it is a Rat King. He's down there.
That's what that fucking big one was that was looking at me.
Oh, that was one of the babies, Reggie. That's a baby.
It's a baby.
Rat King's like a fucking elephant.
God damn.
Yeah, I was hoping
It's like
Reggie
a
would
great
get all
dire
brave and
rat
go down
or
there
an
by
elder
himself.
Fuck.
And what, you might speak to animals, be like, hey, what's up? What are you doing?
He'd be like, eating you.
Yeah. I hate to give you ideas that we might have to deal with, but I mean, everybody always focuses on like werewolves, but there's a type of thing.
Well, you guys already took out the Goblin King, so I figured it would be appropriate that there's a Rat King.
Just go around killing all the kings.
Yeah.
that aren't human.
Kingslayer!
Vermin Lord, I think is one class.
Let's play some Smite.
Hold on. I'm working
Yeah, that
on
was
a,
good stuff, man.
a match of Halo Wars right now.
Yeah. Go ahead and gain at least a level for you, Reggie. And I'm thinking about the rest of you. Let me think about it.
I mean, why
'Cause
not?
it was gonna be it was gonna be level 4 for the experience for killing the thing. But I'm trying to think about dialogue, insight, monologue. I can comfortably go ahead and give you your 4th level. Somebody else
Okay.
convince me. It's only a session early for Reggie. We'll start next session 4th level. This is true. This is true.
I mean,
Well, alright, for
as far
Steven,
as actions go, I might not give Steven a level, but for comedic relief, I'd still
this
give
is
him
where
a
I'd
level.
back. I was gonna say this is where I'd actually back Steven up a little bit on this because he is partially the reason that now we're going to be as known as we are because I had to fucking reconstruct his
True.
foot, pull him out of a well, and resurrect the
True.
person that he killed.
Yeah, he's making great problems that are easy for you to solve.
He's not a problem solver, he's a problem creator.
He is
All right,
the
Steven,
problem.
get your level with the knowledge that you are comedy relief, and it's great.
That's great.
All right, if you're cool with that, then get your level. But if you're gonna argue about it, don't get your level.
Get-
Because it was
Give him-
good stuff.
Give him half a level for nearly being molested.
You can't give half a level.
I'm joking.
All right, everybody get a level. Fuck it. What am I gonna do? Can't do half the party. Everybody get 4th level. Let's go ahead and do that. Because it was just good gameplay, and honestly, that a rat den compared
Yeah.
to getting this temple renovated overnight.
Hmm.
Because I didn't even consider that you would even go here, and then all this is done.
How would you
basically
not
improv.
consider I was going to do this?
Yeah.
I didn't think you would, Reggie.
Like, the last session, I wanted to get in here and do some shit.
I thought you'd give me time.
No, I thought that was something you'd planned for. Like, yeah, I thought that was, like, as far as our list of priorities in this town, like, that was, like, 1 or 2. It's like,
This was,
The-
like, literal top
royal
priority for
couple.
me.
and, yeah.
No, the only thing I planned for that you guys actually went through with was the well situation.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't follow through with Rama about her father. You didn't talk to the Masonry Guild members about what they were going to do with the golems or the buttresses, the people upstairs, the people downstairs. Like, there were a lot of avenues to go. Y'all didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, the more time you spend on contingencies and trying to write things out, you're just shooting yourself in the foot because your players will never go down those roads, and you'll end up improving anyway. So.
Yeah, and hell, TK and I both have said that for years.
Yeah.
You can plan for whatever you want to, whatever you think the players might come up with,
Yeah.
and there'll be something coming from left field. So what?
I mean,
90% of the time,
last
you're gonna have
session,
no clue what they'll do.
yeah, you told me last session that if I had forged your hand at the temple last time, you might have had something, but you had literally nothing for the castle.
Yeah.
And so I figured this time around, you probably had some. You might have had some more, or been. I really would have thought, yeah, I was gonna go for this at some point.
Okay, mistakes were made. Okay, I admit.
Oh no,
But-
there were no
My dog's
mistakes.
been
It was
looking at me for a few
all
minutes.
good.
I'm gonna take her out, but I'm I'm ready for some smite when I get back.
Yeah, I think it worked out pretty well.
Damn right. Spread the word soon.
And see, this, I don't know. This is the difference, I think, between the way I run and TK runs. Because I'm not authoring it. You guys are. I didn't expect that, for fuck's sake. I didn't expect that at all. But I'm not going to say, no, it can't happen like that. It's like, well, actually, it could. It could, and this is how.
Fun times.
So they're going to come in the morning and see a new temple, basically. Like it's the structure, the bones of it, and the pedestals are the same, but
Yeah.
everything else is going to be like humble and different with new statuary, and it'll function. And if they pray to these gods sincerely, then they can refill the well and cure diseases and stuff.
Shit
What
might,
they need to
shit
do.
might work.
Yeah, it might work. Yeah.
So I'm like, no bloodshed, no old rituals, no.
And you might think to yourself, like, how priceless is the knowledge that these men, because the Hierophant and his priests that are so extravagantly wealthy, what would they pay to get memory of their god back?
Mm.
Think about that. That could be something you work out. I mean, then you have to, you have to make that choice. Like, well, you could personally enrich yourself, but that might be a bad move for the realm. It's like if you're that kind of person for the realm, then that makes you even more important to Sune, and it kind of solidifies your place. Like you'll be some kind of a lesser deity. If anything happens to your character at this point, if you just continue forward more or less like you're doing, you're gonna be at the very least, a fucking saint. You'll be Saint Good Times, possibly a lesser deity.
Sister Mary Teresa.
Something.
Yeah, because these, like, as far as their previous God's knowledge, like all that crap, like no, you're done with that. We're moving forward with this.
Yeah, it'll be better for them.
Like clearly, it was not a good idea, especially considering how many people were outside the building today, threatening to burn it down. Like the South Park ski instructor, you're gonna have a bad time.
Man, I gotta say, I think I'm more enjoying where you guys took it rather than where I had figured it would go. I didn't think I would have as much fun with this session with where it went. That was great.
Uh,
Let me go freshen up my cup of coffee.
dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Fuck yeah. Good games, man. I have hope for this campaign after that mission.
Hope for this campaign.
I do. Because that was impressive, what you guys were doing. And,
Fun times.
and I was able to keep up. And you thought you had me for a minute there, didn't you? So you were like, aha!
The only time I thought I had you stumped on something was when I asked you how the priests made their money, and you're like,
Yeah, and I had to do something real
you're
quick.
like,
and you
oh,
thought
hold
you
on a
got
sec,
me.
I need to do. Yeah, that's when I was like, oh,
Nope.
I was like, fuck.
Nope. They're like Littlefinger. A couple of them own brothels and spend a lot of their time there. They had their fingers in a lot of pies.
Oh man. Oh damn. I didn't realize it was even 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
I had to take my dogs out. Get Nancy.
do it.
They saw me get up. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna take us out?"
Well then, it had to be a good game if if it snuck up on you and it's 4. Fuck yeah. Oh, there goes Final.
Yep. Just got back.
All right, I'm gonna officially end the stream. Fucking good game.